everyone, my name is Amanda and I am the Adult Programming and Outreach Coordinator here at the St. Charles Parish Library. Thanks for joining us again this week for our Adult Program to Go. This week in your Program to Go bag, you will have all the items to make your very own Tic Tac Toe stack. You can travel to the backyard or you can travel the world. So in your bag, you will have green, blue, and white acrylic paint, a permanent marker, a burlap sack, and we've added a contact paper tic-tac-toe grid for you already and made sure to include the center. And inside you will see a black sheet of construction paper. This is just in case any permanent marker would go through, it'll catch it so it's not on the other side. And you will also have 10 river rocks. So I'm going to start off by using the permanent marker to draw on my grid. So since the contact paper is already there, you just want to make sure you press firmly along all the edges of where the tic-tac-toe grid is so that you could just quickly color over that, and the contact paper will make sure you have a clean line as long as it's pressed firmly. I'm just going to do that real quick. And hopefully none of these came off during transport. They all seem to be doing pretty good before they left. Okay. Then of course, if for some reason the contact paper peels up, you can always go back and once it comes off, make that line a little cleaner if you'd like. So just try to make it quick and simple for you guys to be able to get your grid on there. Okay, and there we have it. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off all of this contact paper. And my grid for the game is ready to go. So I'm going to set that aside, but I'm actually going to pull out this black construction paper to catch any paint on the river rocks. I've gone ahead and painted 5 of my river rocks green and 5 of them blue to save time for the video. And you will notice, well, depending on your preference and your style, you can paint 2 coats, you can paint 1 coat, you can paint a coat and then kind of use it like a stain once it's painted on there, wipe off the excess, and then any cracks in the rock will have the paint still left in there. There's few different ways you can go with that. It's really cool. So I've done 2 coats, and the paint color that you see in the little portion cup, it tends to be a little bit darker on the rock depending on what kind of river rock you get. So I've done 2 coats. I've let them dry completely in between, and then we're going to take the white paint and paint our X's and O's. Now you can choose to do all of your O's the same color, all of your X's the same color, or you can mix them up. Or if you don't want to paint the rocks completely, you can use the paint to paint different color X's and O's on your rocks. But what I've done is I've gone ahead and painted them 5 green and 5 blue. So now I'm going to take my white acrylic paint and I'm going to paint X's and O's on my rocks. And I just kind of freehanded it, not too worried about making it perfect, because we're going to go back later once the white paint is dry and touch up the edges with a black permanent marker that was in the bag. So I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do some blue X's and some green X's, and same for the O's. I'm just taking the paint with the width of the paintbrush. This is a pretty decent sized rock, so just making lines to create an X. The O's a little trickier, but I noticed if you kind of hold your paintbrush on there and twirl it, it makes a nice O. Do another X. You can also hold your paintbrush straight up and down and it makes it a little bit skinnier for some of the smaller rocks that you may have. Try to give everyone a good variety of sizes. Makes the game a little bit more fun for you guys. Another tiny one. One more X. I'm going to do that one blue. I was really excited about this program to go, just because the possibilities are endless. You can leave it in the car, you can leave it in the camper, you can bring it anywhere with you. It's fun for all ages. Super, super fun and easy. And when you're done, you can throw all your rocks in the sack and you're ready to go. You can bring it wherever you want. Now I'm going to paint my O's. So like I said, I kind of just put the paintbrush down and twirl the paintbrush and turn the rock at the same time to create that O. And like I said, it doesn't end up being perfect, and sometimes there's a lot of white in the middle. But I just go back with that Sharpie and clean up those lines really well once it's dry. I was also thinking of other household items you could use to make your X's and O's. If you wanted to use cotton swabs, you could make polka dot X's and O's if you wanted. You might have some cotton swabs left from last week for the dot painting. And one more O. So now I've done all of my X's and O's, and I have 2 dried already that I made. And on those, I'll go ahead and use the permanent marker that was included and outline it to give it a nice, clean, finished look. So So you want to make sure your X's and O's are completely dry before you start trying to outline. If not, the permanent marker will pick up some of that paint, and you might have to scribble on the paper a little bit to get that paint off and to get the marker flowing how it needs to be. There's our X. Now we'll do our O. And there's your O. And now you're ready to play Tic Tac Toe wherever you'd like. We hope you're enjoying these, guys. Thanks for joining us again.